Hi, and welcome to the Social Media Campaign 2025 webinar for the podcast It's All in My Head. This is going to be the agenda for today's webinar, and you can refer back to it if you want to come back to any of the slides during the recording. I am Veronica Restrepo Molina. I'm your host, and I'm an imperfect human being seeking to continue to grow as a person. The goal of the Social Media Campaign 2025 is to promote and provide content for people who need information about mental health and overall health, whether it is mental, physical, social, spiritual. These are the topics that we're going to discuss in detail. Social media content calendar. We'll review what plan we have for the campaign in 2025. We'll go over the website and how it's going to be used, the social media sites that we're going to be engaging. Sociality speaks to our engagement with other content creators, the resources that we are going to be using when creating podcasts, our use of artificial intelligence in the process, and we'll be presenting you to the organization that I'm going to be supporting as part of this campaign. The social media content calendar starts January 1st, 2025. And what you will see is that every Monday of each week in January begins with finalizing the production for the podcast. And on Tuesdays, we go ahead and upload that week's topic to YouTube, Dailymotion, Instagram, and then we also upload the audio to SoundCloud. On Wednesdays, we engage other social media sites such as Facebook and X to provide quotes from the podcasts that were generated that week with links so that people can go and visit and see the full podcast. On Wednesdays, we're going to be hosting live webinars where people are invited to participate and join and ask questions. So it's more interactive about that topic being discussed that week. Because up until that point, everything that's been pushed out, it's very one directional and it's us producing for people to consume, and then now we can engage with them. On Fridays, Snapchat is a more fun, focused site with a younger audience. So we're gonna post some behind the scenes so that it can create some interest on a younger population to go and visit our podcasts. As you can see on Mondays, each Monday has a different topic, and this will continue on throughout the campaign. The website where we're going to be posting and sharing all of our podcast videos and audio is going to be hosted by Wix.com. Here you can see that the videos will be there, the audio will be there, but they will also have an opportunity to connect directly with me. And here you'll see that they can contact me for any reason. So this is more one-on-one, or just individual to each person who contacts me. The social media sites, as mentioned, are Instagram, YouTube, Dailymotion, SoundCloud, Facebook, X, and Snapchat. And this is important because they all support each other. The video ones have their unique capabilities and populations, so we hope to reach different people with each of those sites. Facebook Live, also I would like to use that to host some of the webinars in the future. Our social engagement with other content creators is the intent is to comment on what they are providing as well as to like it. The comments are all going to be coming from a place that it's about mental health and health overall. And I'm never directly gonna be pushing my content on other people's content in the comments. I have seen that done by other people, and oftentimes has nothing to do with the conversation that's being had. I find that very distasteful. So hopefully my comment is thoughtful enough that people will check out where it came from, and that's how they can get back to it's all in my head. The posts will be will be very general in 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 the content that it provides. So also try not to be controversial or anything like that. The live webinars, again, one way to engage as far as getting out there where people can bring in and talk about other stuff that's going on the web and in social media. Eventually, I do believe that twice a year, probably in the third quarter and the third quarter and the fourth quarter will probably produce films. These are short films that have to deal with the topic of health overall. And this is something that actually I'm very interested in because it has a storytelling component to it that can attract people to the podcast. And I will be making hashtags such as mental health, well-being, health overall, so that people can find us that way. The resources that we're going to be using to generate the podcasts are very official in nature. These are organizations like the World Health Organization, the Centers for Disease Control in the United States, and also in the United States, the National Institutes of Health. But there's also other professional peer-reviewed journals like the International Journal of Medicine and Medical Research, and also all kinds of psychology journals and also websites that and organizations that are professional organizations that promote health in any way. Artificial intelligence has been used and will continue to be used in the production of the podcasts and in the social media campaign. So far, as you can see here, there are these images that have been used so far on this webinar, with the exception of the picture of me, were generated by AI. I used Microsoft Copilot, and I intend to continue to use it. They are actually very user-friendly, and it generates from images to like the poem that you can see here. And this one is it's called The Imitator's Lament, which talks a little bit about plagiarism. And you guys can pause it and read it if you're interested in seeing what the AI generated, which I found to be very good. The cause organization that I'm going to be supporting through this campaign is suicide prevention. And there are many organizations that do this. But number one, the United States, you can dial 988-911 if you have a mental health emergency. Mental health emergencies are emergencies, just like if you were having a heart attack or you broke your leg. These can be life and limb threatening, so take them seriously and seek help. Mental health needs to be treated as we treat any other type of health with our bodies. The specific organization that I would like to support is the Stop Veteran Suicides by the National Veterans Foundation, and this organization focuses in ending suicide, death by suicide in the veteran community. Veterans make up about 10% of the US population, but 20% of all deaths by suicide in the United States. So that's a lot of death by suicide in the veteran community. I'm a veteran myself. My husband is a veteran, and this topic is very close and dear to me. And of course, this is not just an issue with the veteran community. This is also an issue everywhere in the world and with every population in the United States. And there's also another organization that we can see here, which is the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And this applies to everyone. So I would like to promote both organizations. And thank you so much for joining me on this review of the social media campaign 2025 for the podcast It's All in My Head. Until next time.